All right, we are on page 131. This is the stem and leaf plot lesson. So with the stem and leaf plot, okay, so you're going to have a list of numbers, and a stem and leaf plot is a way to display numerical data, okay, which is just a list of numbers. And so a lot of people have the question, when do we use stem and leaf plots in real life? Well, you might not ever, but it's more of being able to analyze something, okay? Being able to look at a stem and leaf plot and analyze and problem solve. So that's more of what we are practicing. So when you have a stem and leaf plot, you have the stem side and you have the leaf side. These are two separate place values. And then you're going to have a key. All right, so the 2 and this line right here, that's this line. So if you have a 2 and a line and a 5, that means 25. All right. Now, it could mean different things, so you're going to have to pay attention to the key as far as place values. If I put a decimal here, this wouldn't be the tens place anymore. It would be the ones place, and that would be the tenths place. So this would be the ones place, and this would be the tenths place. So it won't do that on your homework, but really pay attention to the key and what place value they're having the stem side and the leaf side of your plot. So on here, you're going to use this stem and leaf plot to display this data. So we have stem and leaf. So we have all of these numbers, and first step first is we want to put them in order from least to greatest. So we have 21, then we have 23, 2 25s, 29, 30, 32, 33, 44, and 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now that I have them in least to greatest order, I'm going to notice that I have my stem is going to be my tens place, and my 1 is going to be my ones is going to be the leaf. So I'm going to base them, okay? If I put a stem here, if I put a 2, I'm going to group them by their tens place. All of these have the same tens place. Then we have the 30s, and then the 40s, and then the 60s. So on the stem side, I can start with whatever I want. I'm just going to start with 2. You could start with 0 if you wanted, and just leave those blank on the leaf side, since you don't have any of those numbers before 21. So on the stem side, you have to go in counting order. Okay, they have to go in counting order, just like when you were little. So 2 is our smallest stem and 6 is our largest. So we have to go in counting order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we have to have this 5 on there, even though we don't have any 50s. All right, it's just the rules of the stem and leaf plot. So on the leaf side, it's going to be our ones place. So our 1 and our 3 and our 5 and our 5 and our 9. So we have 21, 23, notice there's no commas, 25, 25, 29. Then we have 30, 32, 33, 44, no 50s, and then 60. So that's what a stem and leaf plot looks like. So your key, if you'll take your smallest number, 2, and then the line, and then 1, means 21. So they could ask you on the test, they could ask you all kinds of things. They could give you a stem and leaf plot and ask you all kinds of questions. I just did an example here of one that was very similar to a STAR test a few years ago. So again, this is about analyzing data, not just reading a stem and leaf plot. So here's your stems and here's your leaves. So we have 41, 52, 57, 58, and so forth. So I'm going to go down here and make my list from least to greatest. And the good thing about it is they're already in least to greatest order. So I just have to copy them down and then count and make sure I didn't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So on A, we want a statement that best describes the data, so one that's true. So the number of students who sold between 50 and 60 items is equal to the number of students who sold between 79 and 96 items. So I'm going to break this down. I'm going to underline exactly what two things that they're comparing, and I'm going to write the number right above it. Okay, so I want you to do the same thing on C when you get to C. So the number of students who sold between 50 and 60. So between 50 and 60, don't count 50 and 60. So that's three numbers that are between 50 and 60. So I'm going to write a 3. Between 79 and 96, that's 3. So I'm going to write a 3. So now I just read 3 is equal to 3. And yes, it is. The median is 66. So let's mark these out and let's find the median and let's see if it's 66. Nope, it's between 70 and 75. So it'd be 72.5. So that's not right. Alright, so the number of students who sold more than 90 items is greater than the number of students who sold fewer than 80. So more than 80, that would just be 1. Fewer than 80, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1 is greater than 11. No. The most common number, which means the one that's repeated the most right here, is 80. No, because I see 78 repeated 3 times. So the most common number would be 78. So that would make A the right answer. Alright, so it might ask you on your homework, it might ask you about range, mean. Okay, so go ahead and mark this mean out. It might ask you range or median. It might ask you something like this. Alright, so you know 50% is 1/2. So maybe write a fraction of those numbers right here that are less than 76 and compare it to 1/2 and really see if it is less. On this one, you're going to find the mean, and it is going to be a repeating decimal. All right, but I did the math without a calculator, and it's not too difficult.